My brothers and sisters, welcome to my garage where I have a profound message for you today about scandal.
This is the start. We're singing a brand new song. Lift up your heart. Make a joyful noise.
The Catechism of the Catholic Church defines scandal as an attitude or behavior which leads another to do evil. I'll give you an example. A guy cheats on his wife. A lot of people look up to him. They're encouraged by his attitude, by his behavior, to do the same, or to maybe think, it's not that big of a deal. See, his sin just went from personal to contagious. The Catechism also points out the obvious that the more important someone is, the higher up they are, the more authority they have, the more profound their scandal is, because it influences way more people. Now, it's the church's job when someone is publicly scandalous and leading people astray and confusing people about the faith to step in and clarify things. That's not the church getting out of her lane. That's the church responding when someone else comes into our lane and confuses the faithful. That kind of public correction doesn't just apply to priests. It applies to everybody. It applies to businessmen. It even applies to politicians. And in US politics, there's been profound scandal about the influence that faith is supposed to have in our everyday life and the way we conduct ourselves since JFK. When JFK, part of his platform was, don't worry guys, my faith as a Catholic is not going to influence how I conduct myself as the president of this great country. He had a logical case that he was making, but this is not the relationship that Jesus Christ is calling us to with himself. Jesus called us on this himself. He said, not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Guys, the faith journey is not just about going to church. It's scandal to limit it to that. Does sitting in a pew at church make me a good, faithful Catholic? I got a question for you that'll answer that. Does sitting in this garage make me a car? Takes a little more than that. And my friend Archbishop Aquila, he said, reflecting on the state of American politics and the scandal of the fact that Catholic politicians seem to not care about the lordship of Jesus Christ when they're signing a bill. He said, this isn't a political issue. It's an issue of salvation. It's an issue of integrity. It's an issue of living the gospel and of being a faithful follower of Jesus Christ. Guys, I'm not getting political with this video. I'm getting personal. I'm talking to you. The tone set in American politics today says to you, go to church, leave your faith there. You're a good person and that's it. That's got nothing to do with the message of the gospel. And I know it's not easy for anybody to live as if he's the Lord of our whole lives. But that's the only faith that's got the power to save you. It's also the only faith that has the power to make your life amazing. And that's what he's calling us to in the end.